Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Welcome to another video from Stepping Towards Liberation Group. Today's topic is urgency to spread the word of God and talk about liberation. Let's get into the topic. We are comparing materialistic things, sharing, with spiritual knowledge sharing. So why spiritual things should be shared immediately without waiting compared to any materialistic things is the point of discussion. So we listed 3 points here. One is material possessions, next is spiritual insights, and why share spiritual insights immediately. Okay, let's discuss. Material possessions. It means like something which will help you in this material world. For example, if you are working in a job, so the materialistic help you can do for a person is to share the knowledge you have got in that project, so that that person will use your experience and he can do better performance instead of he learning from the scratch. Okay, so there is a point here. Some people will think that we have learnt these things with so much of experience, so why should we share that knowledge to a new person just like that? It means like, why should we help that person and so that he can come to our level within a short time? Because I took 6 months to learn these things, and if I hardly explain him in probably 2-3 hours, he can come to the speed in which I am doing the work. Maybe not exactly, but at least he can do better than without your knowledge sharing. Okay, but people will think, let him do something and explore on his own, so that he will have a better understanding and he will get some better idea. After that, I will probably give some small training with which he can still understand better. Okay, which is okay. It is accepted or not is not the question here. But there are some people who will explain everything very clearly to a new person, which will help them in so many ways. Yeah, because when a person join a new organization, it is a little bit of stressful environment because he don't know what to do, or he or she don't know what to do. And probably if somebody experienced helps them and explain what are the things going on there and what are the things they have faced and how to overcome all those things, then it will be easy for the new person to work. But sometimes what we see is we will come across some people who don't try to share the experience that easily. Their intention may be different, but there is a possibility that a person may think that, why should I share all my knowledge to the new person very easily? Let him also struggle a bit, and then he will understand the things, and after that I can give him a training. Let's not do it on the first day or the first week itself. And also, one more thing we can think of is, there may be not that much necessity also for the new person to jump in and start working the next day. there may be some time which he has to go through the training and explore the things and then come up to the speed. Okay. So that's how usually the materialistic things will work. But some people will help in a very humble way without any hesitation, and they will try to share whatever they have learned very easily, quickly, so that it will help the new person in a very big way. That is okay. So the thing is, even if a person come to know everything on the first day or maybe after a few days, there is not much, it doesn't make much of difference, because it's a materialistic thing and it can be taken care by somebody else. Okay. Even if the new person is not able to do a very effective work from the second day, there are other people who can still do the thing and keep the things moving. So it's not like something is blocked because the new person did not learn anything on the second day. Things are not blocked on the third day. Okay. So they have a basic plan with assuming that a new person who joined the organization will take a few days or a week or so, or more than that in some organizations, to come up to the speed, and then he can be productive. Okay. So that is the reason maybe some employees will not teach the new persons immediately, or they will give some time to explore and struggle a little bit. After that, they will come and ask, and they will come and find out what is going on, and they can share, they can talk to the new experienced people, and then they will have the journey start. Okay. That is okay. So suppose if a new person is not given proper training, what is the maximum damage? What will happen is, maybe he may not be very effective following the journey, like probably after a week or so, he may not be that much productive. But if the proper training is given, then his productivity is better. Okay. It will not affect in a very, very big way, but I'm not concluding anything, because it depends on the project also. But at the most, the thing what I would like to mention is, it is not the blocking thing. It means like because of this person alone, nothing will, all the things will not collapse, because there are some other people who will take care of it. Okay. So that is the way we can look at materialistic things which can be handled by others. And when it comes to knowledge sharing in the materialistic world. Okay. Now, the thing is, when it comes to the spiritual insights, it means, the thing is, suppose a person learned something in the spiritual journey. Okay. So what happens is, when there is an opportunity to share the thing with others, you should not try to do the same thing what you did in your organization or in your materialistic world, materialistic things. That is the topic here now. Why we should not do the same thing what we did when it comes to the organization, technical organization or whatever. Why we should not delay sharing the things when it comes to spiritual things. Because of some reasons, where our point of discussion is that now, today. Okay, suppose if you know something, and if you want the other person to just do some research and discover the things on his own, there are two possibilities. Number one, that person may get some issue, get some problem, and he will probably discover the things on his own, but it may take some time. Okay. So But there is a second possibility that that person may not discover what that is, and he don't need that one, and he may not even pay attention for that. So he will continue with his materialistic way of living, and he may not even do anything with respect to spirituality. Because when you know something and you are not telling anything to the other person, provided some opportunities are there, then you are indirectly not helping that person. Okay. And that person, you have two things. You can think in both ways. The one way is like a materialistic knowledge sharing, right? Like we have spent so much time, and then we understood this. Why should I share the same thing very quickly, and so that he will understand very easily? Let him also struggle. So which is wrong thinking? That's what I mean here. Because the thing is, whatever you share, okay, it is helpful for him in a very big way, because it's not a materialistic thing you are sharing. You are sharing something spiritual which will help him to make a big progress with respect to the soul. Okay. So what will happen if you delay, and what will happen if you tell him right away? So let's analyze these two things. If you tell him right away, probably that person can pick up, and probably he might be interested in that one, and he will start his journey, and he will start implementing those things. And there is a possibility that that person is maybe more serious than what a person who is telling. Okay, sometimes what happens is a person may know something, but he may not be doing it that much focused or that much seriously. But the person who came to know now, probably he will like it, and he will try to explore it, and he will jump on it, and he will try to make a huge progress compared to the person who told that. It is good for that person because he came to know, and probably he may come back, and after a few days he may come and tell you, thank you so much, I'm making very good progress, I'm finding it very peaceful now, and I'm very thankful to you. Otherwise I would not have known this if you wouldn't have shared it. And he will praise you, or at least he will come and appreciate you for sharing that. Okay. And he will continue his journey, and he may make a huge progress, which is good. Okay. So the thing is, you don't need to feel that he is making better progress than me. Why did I share like that? Don't think like that. Okay. Because you gave the inputs, he put that in practice. He is very sincere, and he is doing it. And also one more thing is, the person is making a good progress because of your inputs. So definitely the root of his journey is you. Okay. So definitely God will consider that, and he will also give you some credit, because you shared the knowledge without any hesitation, without any kind of inferiority, thinking that that person will grow and he will elevate. Let him also suffer like that. That intention you don't have. So since you told with a pure heart, with a good intent, God will help you also help you also in your journey. Probably he may help you in many ways, but I don't want to tell anything concluding, because in spirituality it is very difficult to conclude anything, because we never know what is the plan of God. Okay, how he will reward you, it is not in our hands, and it is your fate, and so many things will come into picture. Okay, so definitely one thing what we can conclude here is, because you told that person and he is making progress because of your words, so definitely God will give you credit. Okay, how he will give you credit is the secondary thing, which we should not even bother, but definitely there is something which you will get it. Okay, you will get benefit from. So that is the one thing which I mentioned in the last before point. So your guidance can elevate someone's journey, possibly helping them progress even beyond your own level. Okay, they may make more than you in progress, but it doesn't mean that you will stuck there. Probably you will also become more sincere, and then maybe you will also elevate. Okay, so it is okay. It's part of journey. Everybody's journey is independent, and we wish both the person who told and also a person who got the who told, both of them to elevate. Okay. So, and the last point is very crucial. Why we should tell the things right away when it comes to the spiritual things. Okay. Because the very sad thing and very unfortunate thing which we have to discuss here today is we never know which is the last day of anyone. Okay. When I am making this video, there may be so many hundreds of people or thousands of people who would have left their body, which is very sad, but that is a fact. Okay. All over the world, I am very sure at least few of them would have left the body. Okay. So we never know which is the last day for the person in this world. So when you come across somebody and when you think that let him explore on his own, probably that person may not live to some few more to the next. I don't know. I'm not able to tell properly because we never know whether that person is having life to make the journey with whatever you are thinking. Okay. So maybe his death is very close. So if you don't explain him or if you don't share the things what you are trying to, what you have learned, probably there is a possibility that that person may leave the body even without knowing this. You may be thinking that probably he will learn something after a few days, but he may not be there. Okay. So that is the reason it's very difficult situation. Okay. And after the body, the person leave the body, if you feel bad, it's of no help. Okay. So because the person already left the body and you wanted to tell him something, but tell him or her something, and you delayed because thinking that he will learn on his own. But he was not able to make it and he left the body. Okay. But so he has lost an opportunity to know the things. And also you missed the credit of sharing the things to him or her. Okay. So this point is very, very, very important, and we should never try to postpone the things or hide things from others with a good or bad intent, whatever it is. Hiding itself is bad. Okay. But don't try to go and tell to each and every person, which is also not good. When there is a possibility, if you think that this person is having a little bit of frequency, he may use this opportunity, or whatever I learned is very easy and very simple. Let me share with him. It's not that you are going to ask him to do the things from tomorrow or from the next day. You are just sharing that this is what I am doing. It is helping me and it is good. I am making progress. I would like to share. That's all. That's what we mean in this discussion. It's not that it's working good. I will show you how come to my house, and too much of discussion is not necessary. If that person is really interested, he will get to know more details from you, and at that time you can share little more information. Okay. But when there is any possibility that he is listening to you, and when this kind of spiritual topic comes, better to tell them instead of assuming that okay, he will come to know later. Why should I tell? Don't be greedy, or don't be jealous of others, or something like that, which is not at all. It's a big hurdle to our spiritual growth, because we have to be very humble, very pleasing to everyone, and also we should share the knowledge whatever, because the knowledge what we got it is through some big scholars and from the very big devotees, and we have got all those scriptures from Vyasa Muni and so many others. I don't want to be specific to any person, but we got this through for so many resources, so many ways. Okay, so that is what we got it. We have not invented anything here, because God has made every arrangement for us to get a breakthrough, and He shared the knowledge of self-realization through many people around the world, and they keep continuing. Those people will keep coming, and if we are lucky and if we are having a God's grace, we will come across those kind of people. We will either come across in person, or we can at least listen to some things online, or in some way or the other way we will get in touch with those kind of people. And when you know some kind of things like that, and you are possibly practicing, and it's easy to share if somebody is really interested, and then our job is done, and we make progress with whatever we know, and we are helping others if they are interested. If they are interested and if they make progress, it's good for us. So try to not hide anything which is spiritual related. Don't think that I have learned this with a great difficulty. I have learned this after so many years, so I don't want this to be given to everyone just like that. They should also suffer, and then they should know. Then let them understand that. Those kind of things, you just keep it away. Okay, and try to help anybody in this world, because every soul is having an independent journey. Okay, and our journey also started. So we will help others, and along with them we will also make progress. Okay, so that is the thing which we wanted to discuss here. So let's summarize in a high level. When it comes to the spiritual things, you have to share the knowledge immediately, right away, when there is an opportunity to any person. Don't wait. Don't think that they will have some experience and they will learn on their own, or don't be jealous of them and not tell anything to them. So please tell them immediately whatever you are doing. Don't give too many details, but if the person is really interested, then start giving it. But till then, at least whatever the basics, you share it immediately. When it comes to your materialistic things, it's up to you. And according to me, like whatever you know, you have to explain the other person. Don't be greedy, and don't think that why I put so much of effort, why should I tell everything, and let him also struggle a little bit and then learn. It's a different way of looking at it, but it is not. In my personal opinion, that is not the way we should think. Okay, we should be very transparent, and let us explain whatever we know to the colleagues. Let them also be happy, and if they know it, it's good for you also, because they may explore more and more things than you, and later point of time they may come and explain you things what you are not aware of. Okay, there is a possibility. It's a mutual understanding between the persons. So let's not try to hide anything. The main thing is this: all things will come only if our mind is not pure. Okay, if our mind is very pure, and if you are humble, and if you are peaceful, and if you want to help others, you will tell everything to the other person, and you don't think that I should hide something. If you are thinking that you are thinking, if you are getting a thought to hide something, or let the other person struggle and come to know, it's something wrong with us. That's what we should think. And let's not try to do that. Sometimes there may be an argument that if you tell everything, then the other person will take it easy, and probably he will misuse it, and he will later point of time he will come back to me and do something else. That is, there may be possibility that may happen, but thing is, don't think that you made a mistake by telling him. You did the right thing by sharing everything to him, and he is wrong after knowing everything, and he is coming back and he is doing something else on you. Then it is his mistake. So probably you are right at your conscious, and you are right by sharing the thing to him, but he is not doing good. Okay, so the thing is, the problem is that person has to correct, not you. You should not change because of that experience. that I should not tell the things to others easily, let them struggle, and then only I should tell. Otherwise, I had some bad experience with one person for whom I told everything, and then they came back and they started bossing me. Okay, if I would not have told, they don't know anything, but they learned everything from me, and then they're trying to boss me. That kind of things you just try to avoid. And so do the best, share the knowledge, whether it is a materialistic or it's a spiritual thing. Share it as and when there is an opportunity, and don't try to hide. That is that's the main thing which we are discussing here. Even if there is some materialistic things, if you delay also, with a pure heart, if you think that, okay, let that person learn a little bit more, because if he put one day effort, then probably he will get some better exposure, and then day after tomorrow I will explain him. That is okay thinking. It's not that you are hiding and you want him to get a little bit of exposure, and then you want to help him the next day. That is okay. But as long as your intent is not to hide the things from him, and your intent is to make him struggle, it is not correct. Okay, I think I am repeating the same thing again and again because there are many ways to tell this. Okay, because I don't want to share any experience of mine or experience of anybody else as an example, but there are people around this world who will be practical examples for everyone. Okay, so that's why please take care. Try to share the knowledge, whether it's a small slokam or whatever the things you learned in the spirituality. You don't think that that is a very small thing or big thing. When there is a possibility, you share it with others. Okay. So I think I conveyed most of the content, whatever is here. So it should be good. So let me conclude this video. Hopefully this video is helpful, and let's try to purify ourselves in case if we are getting a thought like hiding something from others. Let's be pure. Nothing will happen. Share everything, whatever you know, to others. Even if somebody is backstabbing you, don't worry. They have to correct. Okay, the other person have to correct, not you. You should not change and become a bad person by not sharing and keep hiding. So the other person who is receiving, he has to change the way how he is receiving. Okay. So I think this video is helpful. Hari Om.